Adam here from the Walzer Automotive Group, and what I want to do today is compare a couple of Subaru Crosstreks. Now behind me here I have the all-new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Premium, and on the other side I have the Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness Edition. So we'll look at the interior, the exterior, and see which one might just be perfect for you. So let's start first by looking at the Subaru Crosstrek Premium. Now this is a new model for 2024 and it's the third gen of the Subaru Crosstrek. So you will notice it does look similar to the previous one, but with many updates being on the exterior and the big changes being inside. But this premium model, if we start up front, it will have the LED steering responsive headlights. So that's going to help you out when it's pitch black outside. Those will kind of follow the road to help you see a lot better at night. Now from there, you're also going to have LED fog lights, and this one rides on 17-inch wheels with the Yokohama Geolandar tire. Now, one of the biggest differences that you're going to find between the Premium and the Wilderness model is going to be the engine option. So this one has the 2-liter Subaru Boxer motor, where you go to the 2.5 when you're looking at the Limited or the Wilderness. Now, what does that mean in terms of fuel economy? It will be a little bit better. You're going to be looking at about 29 combined mpg with this one, which gives you about 34 mpg on the highway. Now, these are both symmetrical all-wheel drive. So what does that mean? You're always going to have the sure-footedness in these Minnesota winters, or if you're doing a little bit of off-roading, you'll know that you are going to have the bite and traction that you need to help get you through any situation. Now from there, this Subaru Crosstrek, you'll notice the black plastic cladding that goes around the vehicle, and as well, this one does have the roof rack rails up above. Now if we look in the back of the Subaru Crosstrek, both are going to have 60/40 split rear seats and a lot of room in that cargo area. Now what's cool is you do have a few different features on the exterior of the Wilderness, so let's hop over there, we'll check out that one. So now on to the Wilderness Edition. Now there's a lot of different stuff that makes this a pretty unique and cool vehicle that's definitely aimed at more of the outdoor enthusiasts. Up front you'll notice a little bit different grille design as well as some LED front fog lights. Now you're also going to have these steering responsive headlights, which is going to be great if you find yourself going down a dark road to a campsite, or if you're just out in the woods, it's definitely going to help you out with your vision there. Now you will notice the black plastic cladding that goes around the vehicle is going to be a little bit different. Now what is that for? That's to kind of keep the trees from scratching the side of the vehicle, or when the debris gets kicked up, it won't do any damage to the body panel, rather the plastic cladding itself. Now from there, this one does have the matte black 17-inch wheels and the Geolandar AT tires, so it's a little bit more of an off-road or aggressive tire. It's not any noisier inside. Sometimes when you get those off-road tires, they get a little bit louder, but I didn't really notice a difference driving around. What I did notice was the 2.5 liter. Now you do get more horsepower, but you do sacrifice a little bit of fuel economy, going from 29 overall in the Premium model down to 27 combined in the Wilderness. So not a huge hit, but a little bit of a noticeable difference. Now from there, this roof rack is going to be a little bit different. While it is the same crossbar, this one's rated at a static weight of 700 pounds. Whether it's the kayaks, the mountain bikes, or you can even throw a roof tent up there, this will get it done when you're on the campsite and give you plenty of room and space for outdoor activities. Now, a few other things in this one, in the cargo area, it's going to be very similar to the Premium model, except for when you lift the tailgate up, there will be a little LED light in there. So that's supposed to help you out when you're out on the campsite. It makes it very convenient for seeing in the back with the added LED lights. Now from there, this one does get these special Wilderness floor mats as well as in the cargo area. So one other notable difference on the exterior, you'll notice this matte black vinyl on the hood. That's supposed to prevent glare from bouncing up when you're out on the trail or going out camping. It just kind of helps with your visibility to see a little bit better. So you will notice this vehicle is going to sit a little bit higher. Now it has 9.3 inches of ground clearance, which is going to help you out and get into that campsite, or if you're doing a little bit of off-roading. Now both vehicles are going to come standard with Subaru's EyeSight technology. So that's going to be driver safety, and you'll see those 3 little cameras on the windshield. That's what that means. That's the Subaru EyeSight system, keeping a look at the road to make sure you and maybe your family are going to be safe when you're out on the road. But let's hop back over to the Subaru Crosstrek Premium and we'll check out that interior. Okay, so now inside the Subaru Crosstrek Premium, the biggest thing you have to notice is this 11.6-inch display. Taken from the Outback, this looks awesome in here. Now, I've got wireless Apple CarPlay, as well as wireless Android Auto, so you've got your messaging, your Spotify, Google Maps, all that good stuff right here. It makes it very simple when you're out on the road to not be messing with your phone. And one of the coolest things is the voice control. And Subaru has some of the best out right now. You can click that, change the climate, the radio, even some of the vehicle settings. That is a pretty cool feature to help keep your attention focused on the road ahead. Now, also in here at the top of the screen, you'll notice you've got the X mode, the weather, your radio, just gives you your temperatures up there. So that's something that's also going to make it pretty easy without having to leave CarPlay, just to adjust a few different settings. Now, there's also going to be a backup camera in this model, which is crystal clear and gives you a clear view out of the back to help you in parking. Now, the premium model, you'll notice you have a little space for your phone as well as the USB charging, and this one does have a few different added options into it. So this one with the cloth seats here adds heated seats for the driver and the passenger as well. My seat over here on the driver's side is going to be power and has lumbar. Another thing with that package, you're also going to have the sunroof up above and the HomeLink auto dimming rear view mirror. So you can program that to your garage door, and it makes it very easy to just tap the button when you get home and it kicks your door open for you. So this vehicle is equipped with a CVT transmission, but there is paddle shifters, so it kind of gives you a feel of being an 8-speed automatic if you'd like or you want to be a little bit sportier. Now on our steering wheel here, this one's just going to be your standard wheel, and it's going to have the cruise control. So this vehicle does have adaptive cruise control. So you pick 4, 3, 2, 1 car lengths ahead of you, and then there also is a lane assist system. So that's going to help you out if you're doing a lot of highway driving or maybe going on those camping trips. That's going to help keep you focused and paying attention. Maybe if you look away for a second, it will notify you that you're leaving your lane with an audible sound. So a few other things in here. I like this kind of carbon fiber style interior. It runs through the dash and onto the door cards, and these seats are actually really comfortable. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but if it's almost got like kind of a lime green or yellow look to it, and I think you could do a lot of miles in here. And in the back seat, it's also pretty comfortable back there. Where I found myself comfortably driving the vehicle, there was a decent amount of room behind me, and there's also USB plugs in the back, so whether it's the kiddos or your rear passengers, they can keep their devices charged up as well. So some things that are standard for 24 are going to be things like that wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Obviously, you're going to have the symmetrical all-wheel drive system, and I think the great fuel economy, plus I love the added heated seats in this package. I think there's a lot to like about the premium. But let's hop over and we'll check out that Wilderness Edition. Okay, so now in the Wilderness Edition here, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of really neat stuff. On the outside, you might have noticed some of those anodized bronze or gold accents, and those run through the vehicle. Onto the steering wheel here, there's also kind of a bronze stitching that runs through. This is a leather wrapped steering wheel as well as the shift knob combo, and you do get the gloss black here instead of just kind of the plastic. Now this model has the StarTech seats, so it's not a real leather, but it's an awesome material that if the kids spill food in the back or maybe knock a drink over, you simply just grab it and wipe it up. It wears really nicely, and I think it's a very comfortable material, especially with the heat going. Plus, you also get the Subaru Wilderness embossed into the headrest, which looks pretty cool. Now, this one is going to keep the 11.6-inch display. Again, wireless CarPlay is going to be standard on all of the Crosstreks, but this one adds the wireless charging down here. So I set my phone on there, it's going to be nice and charged up for me. There also still is the USB plugs here, as well as in the back seats though. Now this model did also have a few different options added in. The Harman Kardon sound system, which when I paired my Spotify up, sounded awesome and might just be worth the upgrade. Now it also has the sunroof up above, which really does open it up, especially this one is the black or the darker interior, so I think it helps out quite a bit to have the sunroof there. Now inside, like I said, you get those custom floor mats and the Wilderness seating. So again, the big differences here are going to be the StarTech leather, this one with the 2.5 liter instead of the 2 liter. So you do sacrifice a little bit on the fuel economy, but the zip and the get up and go. And when I found I was driving around, it was pretty similar to begin with anyway. So that's definitely something to consider there. Now, if you want a little bit of the extra ground clearance, the cool looks on the exterior, I think the Wilderness is the way to go. But if you want to save a few bucks, you're getting a lot of similar equipment, a lot of the same safety equipment as well into that premium model. So that might just be a great option as well. So I think looking at the two, if you're shopping between the Wilderness and the Premium, or maybe even the Limited, which is going to be a lot of similar stuff between these two as well, I mean, I think you got to get out, take each for a spin, get in the seat, play with all the buttons, and see what you think. So that was just a quick look and a few differences between the Premium and the Wilderness model. Now, if you have any other questions or you'd like to schedule a test drive, you can visit us online at walser.com or stop by either one of our Subaru locations. We'd be happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.